Happy New Year from Edinburgh. Oh my god, that's cold. I'm down here in South Queensferry, and this is a location for the city's traditional annual Looney Duke event, which takes place on the 1st of January. Sadly, due to the global pandemic, it's not going ahead this year. But what is not going to be a victim of the global pandemic is my fitness goals for the coming year ahead. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how I'm going to make these stick. One of the reasons why I feel so passionate about setting and achieving my own personal fitness goals this year is that last year was a total write-off. On March the 13th, 2021, I was on a streak of completing my 7th long weekend run of the year. After running past Edinburgh Castle, I was approaching Lothian Road when I saw the pedestrian traffic lights in front of me turn to green. Naturally, I accelerated to make the lights, but after leaping off the curb, I landed on my left foot, which promptly buckled, and I ended up putting my full body weight onto my twisted ankle. I had serious ligament damage to my ankle. The long and short of it is, I haven't really been able to run for the last 10 months, and I haven't played football for over a year. It's by far the worst injury I've ever had. But this new year is a fresh start, and I have high hopes and big plans for what I'm going to achieve. The YouTube legend that is Matt Diavella has a new company called Slow Growth, and he alerted me to an article the other day which, according to research from the University of Scranton in Pennsylvania, 92% of people who set New Year's goals never achieve them. 92%. So how can you make sure that you are part of the 8% who do reach their goals? That is a very good question. I'm going to tell you the answer to this by looking at my own fitness goals for the year ahead. But this can equally be applied to any goal. It doesn't just have to be related to fitness. Begin with the end in mind. I've just signed up to the Edinburgh Half Marathon at the end of May this year. I now have something I'm aiming towards. My goal has a destination. And without a clear roadmap, a goal is just a pipe dream. Signing up to this half marathon has the added benefit that the goal is now written down. And studies show that you are 42% more likely to achieve your goals if you write them down. The process of writing down your goal will force you to come up with a strategy and to ask questions about how you can reach your goal in the time available. So now I have set my goal of running the half marathon and written it down. The fact that I put it in my diary means that I've now attached a timeline to my goal. Without a timeline, your goal is more likely to fail because you don't know when it will happen. Break your goal down into smaller tasks. This is the most important part. By breaking it down into smaller tasks, it suddenly seems a lot more achievable. Right now, the thought of running a half marathon after nearly a year out feels overwhelming, but it seems a whole lot more doable when I think of it along the following lines. I've got almost 5 months until the start of the race, and realistically I need to start my training about 3 months beforehand, or 12 weeks, so that would be the start of March. Therefore, I've got 2 months to get myself in a position where I'm ready to start training. For the first month, I intend to do this by taking Luna here for regular walks to try and ensure I get to 15,000 steps every day. In February, I hope to introduce some light running alongside the walking, whilst continuing to do the rehab exercises on my ankle to help build up its strength. March is when the training will start, and to begin with, this will be 3 to 4 runs every week with a longer, slower run at the weekend. If training progresses well, the mileage will increase, and I will also do some strength and conditioning work on my legs. So you can see that the goal of running a half marathon becomes a lot less daunting when it's broken down into specific smaller tasks, such as walk 15,000 steps a day for a month and run every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. These are tasks that definitely seem doable, and the goal becomes far less intimidating. Finally, one of the other main ways to achieve your goal is to ensure that you don't tell your friends about it. Telling someone your goal makes it less likely it will happen. Psychologists have found that if you do this, it tricks the mind into believing that you've already completed your goal, and therefore there is less chance that you will actually achieve it. So I appreciate I'm setting myself up for a fall by making an entire video where I tell you what my fitness goal is for the year. But for now, I will stop short of telling you ideally what time I would like to run the half marathon in. To be honest, if I'm able to take part in the race, it will be hugely emotional for me after a year with a serious injury. So just to recap, if you'd like to be among the 8% of people who stick to their New Year's resolutions, do the following. 1. Begin with the end in mind. 2. Write down your goal. 3. Attach a timeline to your goal. 4. Break it down into smaller tasks. And 5. Keep your mouth shut and don't tell your friends about it. I've been reflecting a lot recently on my YouTube channel and the kind of videos I want to make. And whilst I'm really interested in fitness, productivity, photography and filmmaking, what I really want to do is share my own experiences and hopefully have a positive impact on other people. Thank you for watching. Now if you excuse me, I have a dog to go and walk.